Okay, we don't have anything propellants either. Then, nose fuse shells. A citadel. Okay, barbettes. And yeah, we're basically at range, at weight there, and I can't really do anything else. That's a shame. She's quite a terrifying boat, but she doesn't have any space left. We need to expand the yards before we think about making anything more ridiculous than this. But this looks very interesting in terms of what we could potentially do here. Oh, for the love of Christ. Ah! Okay, then. Good. And also, when did my door open? I seem to be visited by goddamn ghosts. Hang on here. That's very strange. I don't remember. I remember closing my door. I always do that. Odd. But yeah, sorry about that. The stream went kaput there, but we're back now, it seems. Good. Raining by you? Strangely not today. I've been having odd internet trouble for the last couple of days, though, so that just may be up to that one. Okay, so, in addition to all of that, we have much smaller 2-inch guns now. But, again, the tonnage is going to limit us here for what we can do. Shockingly, we managed to actually put more of those up there without actually tripping off the... yeah, there it is. So we could have more firepower here, however... Actually, she's slightly better in pitch and roll, too. That's actually kind of funny. Okay, so what can we put up on the top of the deck here? How much space do we have for additional 7-inch guns? Can we get anything else in here? Oh dear lord, we can. However, that doesn't fit in there for some bizarre reason. Okay, so we're gonna have to drop that down to a smaller caliber if we wanted to do that. We might have to use... Okay, there's that, and... Nope, still too big. Okay, 5-inch. Yes. 5-inch guns actually work in that space. But as you can see, we're laughably overweight. Well, not necessarily laughably. Laughably would be, yeah, I try to make this out of, you know, steel compound. Okay, so there is that, and there's a bunch of areas for smaller guns all over the boat. About in there? No? Too small. Okay, what about all over the... just anywhere on the deck? Over here? What about... Ah, you can jam them in there. They're very limited in their arc of fire, but you can. I think we can still cram the 4-inch guns in that exact same space. Yep. Odd design trait. There's a space for a gun there. Yep, 4 inches is the biggest you can get there. Okay, there isn't any other space for them up here. However, you can also have a smaller gun in this area. Which I think is, the 5-inch guns are still too big to be... Yep, they're clipping into themselves. There. Why have I made this ship? Pretty much just to terrify everyone? You see, this is what I could be making! Better not piss me off, huh? So these are the more ridiculous designs we could be making. However, unfortunately, again, we need to expand the yards. But, terrifying. It's still a torpedo ram, too, which is even more fucking hilarious, but terrifying. The Jean Bart! Yes, the theoretical Jean Bart. I can't actually save it because it's overweight. That is a shame. I'm gonna have to actually lighten her up a bit. Modern Moonrock armor. Yeah, that would probably help. However, unfortunately, as you can see here, we're, got kind of a problem here with the, no, that doesn't help at all. In fact, it makes everything... She's got worse pitch and roll problems than the Voltor class. Let's see, what if we just bring her down? All the way down... Yeah, no, we're still totally... Well, actually, I could bring her all the way down to negative 15 draught, and she still kind of works. These are still fucked, though. Actually, those just need to be replaced. That's very strange. Okay, it doesn't update the deck properly when you do that. Roll's kind of a problem, but she's now large. Oh, actually, rotund, as it were, and short. It's not too overweight, but unfortunately it's overweight by 500 tons. That's a problem. Okay, so what if we just kind of make a concession? No, these are only a handful of tons. That is a shame. Well, we need to get on with the game so I can actually play the damn thing, but... Unfortunately, she's too big to build. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to take all of the fucking guns off. Never mind. We could improve. However, the biggest thing, we need to wait. We need to expand the yards, and then we can actually consider building bigger ships. The Voltaires are just the best we've got. Anything more ridiculous would require more yard space. If they want a better navy, if they want that big, super awesome battleship I'm showing you, then we need to expand the docks. Well, expand the ship berths there, and we can build a bigger boat in it. It's very simple. That convinced well, actually, the yards are being increased now. That probably convinced them to expend it about 3 times. They'll let the funds for that. Okay. The second ship of the Voltaire class is coming online. Good. Let's talk to Spain. We haven't talked to Spain yet. I don't know what's going on with, America over there. They don't seem to like us, but let's talk to Spain. What's going on with Spain? Well, fuck you too, Spain. Hungary's attack against Serbia caused a major disturbance in the following nations. Oh dear lord. Wait a minute, what year is it? 1891? Oh no. I know where this goes. Okay, Battle of Northern Greece, Battle of Central Balkans. The Ottoman Empire is in Serbia? What's going on down there? Okay, well, fuck you too. I'm now going to increase tensions with Spain just to cause a war. Engine weight 4%. Good. It's very good. That will actually make our ships lighter. Korean Empire signed a special alliance with the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Interesting. Okay. What? Holy shit! Go Serbia! Wow. Yeah, go fuck you too. How did they do that? I don't know. How did the Serbs do that? Will Egypt take up arms to gain control of the southern Egypt that is currently occupied by once again, the Ottoman Empire is burning to the ground. Regains full control of Central Balkans. Odd. Portugal loses 15 people. Battle of Southern Egypt. Ottoman Empire lost 7,000 soldiers. Good God. The bodies are piling up out there. Okay, well, now we're committed. We're going to war with Spain. I should now hatch a plot to justify the Navy, you know, the Navy's existence by going to war with our closest neighbor. Japan offers an alliance agreement, but needs a considerable financial aid to support its Navy. Is this something that would interest us? Supporting the interests of the Japanese Navy? What could go wrong? 60 million francs. We actually have 340 million francs. Well in hand. Please sign here. Good! Now we're officially aligned with Japan. Who saw that one coming? Triple expansion steam engine. Interesting. The compound engine expands the steam in 3 stages and produces more power and less weight. Amazing. Technology! Okay, your instinct was right, and your efforts to strengthen relations with Japan were successful. Wow, it's almost like I knew that was coming. Those went nowhere, by the way. The free naval prestige is very nice, though. Admiral... Okay, Chief Admiral Lin Xinchang of the Chinese Empire provoked France directly. Sir, would you like to stand it again with Japan standing behind me? Okay, people of Libya, take up arms and go at it again. What? The Ottoman Empire regained control of northern Greece after suffering those horrendous laws? How? How the fuck did they manage that? Okay. Ah, yes, good. The Verite is, fit for duty here, which means she's immediately going to be refit to the new standard. We're gonna need her for the war. Okay, so good. 2 months in refit. These ships are the other 2 of the Voltaire class are 7 months out from completion. What about our What about our final boat? Our 5th boat. Do we have the space for it? Actually, we can expand the yard still. Good, fantastic. 24 months. We still need 2 years to increase that tonnage, but we need that tonnage. My goodness, we need that tonnage. We need every single ton of that tonnage. Okay, I suppose we can afford to build the last Voltaire. The glory. Well said. She's going to the Caribbean. Okay, so where are we putting her in Calabria? Okay. What actually has the space for it in the Caribbean? Point de Paris? Fort de France? Hey, well, there's that. Fort de France is the largest one. Well, she's going to Fort de France. Aptly named, really. French Antilles. Okay, so... Right, good. So now all the Voltaires have been constructed. Well, or have been commissioned anyway. They're being... They're being constructed, however, our monthly balance is now in the negative. We're gonna have to see about that. It's coming back up there, but we have enough funds to... We can get around this deficit. An internal conference, journalists asked about your naval expenditures policy. We're building everything. They wanted more battleships, so I gave them more fucking battleships. You believe in the continuous development of a powerful military fleet as an answer to the increased naval expenditures of other countries. Yes, they're spending money, so we should too. You think that our fleet is equipped with everything necessary to defend itself and is currently focusing on training the crew. No, we're actually not. You state that that our Navy is ready to fulfill its duty in respect of the agreements with other countries. I mean, okay. Do I want all the money and slightly more unrest? Well, I think, looking at the deficit, you know what? I think we need all the money we can get. Small towers. Okay. Oh, good. Now we will continue, since I have the ships since I have 2 Voltaires ready to go, they will be... Yeah. The Verite will be here, will be ready in a month, and it'll probably take somewhere around 7 months to get, you know, the other ships down, but we also have to give them +2, so 9 months before they're actually ready to complete. +3, since they have commissioning as well. Maybe +4. They're gonna be there a while. They may not make the war. But, who knows how long this is gonna take. So now we are going to intentionally declare war on France, or declare war on Spain. Not myself, not today. So we're going to increase tensions until we declare war, until war breaks out between us and Spain. Good! The balance is back up. Fantastic. Although, now we could potentially refit the Voltaires with the triple expansion steam engines. Yes, I'm provoking you. Out in the open. Deal with it. Well, I can't do that now. I have to wait a turn. Let's go talk to the... Actually, we're at 50% relations with the British Empire. Well, we started with pretty good relations, but let's go talk to the Russians. What's going on over there? Haven't heard from them in a while. Induced draft boilers. Specialized mechanical compartments create higher pressure differentials inside the boilers to increase the flue gas exhaustion and overall funnel capacity. However, increases weight. Boiler weight 4%. We want to cut down on weight, if anything. Basic crew medical treatment. Oh good, we have doctors on ships now. What the fuck, Russia? The Italian Empire gains control of Albania. Interesting. Alright, well, what's going on with you, England? Okay, we are at 12% of expanding the yards. The yards have been expanded, however, they could always be expanded more. We should see exactly what effect this would have. Right, more funnel cap means less funnels. Okay, the Voltaire 4s. Okay, so what happens if we were to add the boilers and the steam engine to this mix here? Well, refit. That does save some weight. Okay, engine efficiency is 200 fucking %. We can afford to... Okay, so that gained about 100 tons. Okay, so what happens if we move the actually 99 tons? Hey! $93, just short. However, we could run it like that. However, actually what we could do is we could reduce that dramatically by just adding a small mini funnel. That's already too much. That's already excessive, so I suppose, well... She's running a little bit under efficiency there, but she's now dramatically lighter. Interesting. Okay. Okay, do we have anything else here? Coal, we're still using coal, we're still using bunker coal. Okay, what about the compound armor? Still way too fucking, heavy for that. Okay, anything else? We haven't really got any other protection measures here, but we could add more guns. We could always add more guns. Haven't got any more range fighting equipment. However, we could actually make her faster now. Perhaps. Yeah, we could actually give her a couple of extra knots. Yes. Okay, actually, we might actually get 2 whole fucking knots out of this shit. Holy Jesus. Actually, well, now, you see, now we need now we're increasing engine efficiency. Well, decreasing engine efficiency. So actually, hang on here. We'll do that, and then we'll do the mini funnel. Perfect. Don't forget that compound makes armor more weight efficient. Need less armor for the same or better protection. Right, but I don't actually know how much that would actually work out. Okay, well, hang on. Well, let's look at the damn thing, I suppose. So we could actually slim down the armor belts by increasing that, and we could also make her faster as well in this entire process. Okay, so as we increase the speed, therefore the demands out of the engine, we also will decrease the efficiency, but we gain space by having better boilers. Okay, there's that. Let me go look at the formulas there. Okay, so 19 and almost a half knots. It's considered a little uptick there. However, the pitch and the roll are quite bad. Okay, so what happens if we offset this a bit? Those are getting quite terrible. That makes it a little better. Okay, so let's see about the... Okay, so... Yeah, wait, belt extended. Armor strength, 35%. So we can cut down 35% of the armor. So we can afford to decrease the armor across the entire boat. Okay, so let's take an inch off of everything and see what it looks like. We might be able to get away with this. Main deck. I'm not gonna decrease the main deck armor. Foredeck, conning tower. The conning tower has a shitload of armor. We might be able to get away with reducing that. Well, we'd have to reduce the main belt armor, potentially a little bit too much. We took 2 inches off the conning tower. Can we get this down any further? 3 inches even. Let's try that. Okay, can we really... I don't think this is going to be feasible, unfortunately. I'm going to have to reduce the armor to basically nothing. Wait, actually, no. The main belt armor is actually the most. Huh, funny about that. Okay, if I reduce the main belt armor... Yeah, actually. Actually, I can't go lower than 9 inches. Once again, the game fucks with me. Okay, you see, that's funny. Because that's actually the biggest expenditure in terms of armor. I'm not really gaining anything out of this, though. Granted, I don't think I'm gaining enough space out of this. I'm not dramatically gaining space. Also, I'm making the pitch and the roll worse. What happens if we roll the draw down? Does that actually help us out here? That actually does somewhat counter some problems, but I think this is... I think the armor is a little bit too far. It doesn't really give us anything, honestly. It's 38% quality for compound. What's the value of iron? I mean, granted, we're underweight there. But that's because we took all the fucking armor off. I mean, granted, it might be... Yo, whatchamacallit? Ah, it's negative 25. I see what you're saying. Interesting. So that's negative 25 to armor strength. And that's positive 35. Actually, yes. So that's actually plus 25% up from 0, and then plus 35 on top of that. So that's actually way more. So that's actually way more than it's telling us. So that might actually be feasible. I didn't actually consider that one. I didn't know there was a negative 25, but just using boilerplate. That supercharges your armor. Yes, but it also removes basically everything. Okay, so there really isn't anything else we can put on this, but I guess we'll just kind of chip it away at until we're actually underweight. I don't think I need to lower the draught. That isn't really helping. Well, actually, yeah, the pitch and the roll are just really terrible. That's very bad. You can shave about 50% of the armor off for the same protection level. As I am seeing, yes. However, we could also, well, actually, we could also take the turret armor down as well, rather than actually just taking it all from the fucking belts. Okay, we'll take about an inch off the turrets. Should actually probably bring us, well, actually, no. Okay. The side armor, the barbette, yeah. Bring that down. Round it down. That's actually just giving us cost. Those are so light, it's actually just cost. Alright, so I suppose we'll shave down the conning tower. Get that down there and make that equal, I guess. Okay, we should... Okay, shave down the conning tower. And actually, that should bring us underweight. No? Damn. I can't take any more off the main belt, which is kind of annoying. Okay, what if we... chip that down just a little bit? Come on. God, that is so fractional, it hurts. That isn't dropping anything. Yeah, it's got to come down from the... It's got to come off the conning tower in order to actually make a fucking difference. Right, this started at 17, so it could be fucking 8, and it's about the same level. Good. That's a lot of armor off the deck, but she's significantly lighter now. The problem is that means the pitch and the roll have gotten even worse. What are we going to do about this? I suppose I could actually move the tower to a position that may give us some... Actually, I can't. Actually, no, I can move the tower. Does that give us any kind of benefit to the... No, it doesn't. That's the only spot it can go anyway. Well, she's significantly lighter in terms of armor now. I can't really get any more space in it. That was, unfortunately, kind of, again, still kind of worthless, because that's not really saving much of anything. Yes, I reduced the armor dramatically across the board. It's about the same protection level, though, but the problem is, I'm not really getting anything out of that. Because I can't put anything else on the boat. There isn't a dramatic amount of space suddenly appearing. There's no additional margins to really put anything in, and nope, I can't put any more. Even though I probably could totally put more in there, but they won't let me. Although, yeah, I didn't notice that there. But, of course, we're immediately overweight again. Yes, but I gained 2 knots basically without actually having to touch the armor. So I think this is a mistake. So I could reduce the armor. However, I'm not really gaining anything out of it. Even if the armor is, more effective, it's still effectively the same thickness. I can't put any more armor on the boat, nor do I have any extra space because I changed the armor composition. The boilers, however, are a win. Well, actually, no, this is the wrong fucking... No. Wrong boat. However, unfortunately, it does increase the pitch and the roll problem significantly. So, getting 2 extra knots out of this whole fucking mess, definitely a win. Oh. Are we really gaining anything out of it? No. There's some weight offset, obviously, because of the funnels there. Okay, then we can take this up to 16 or 19.4. Oh, too far. Yep. Well, almost a half a knot. See, that's a sensible refit. Actually, the pitch and the roll problems, actually, that's because I reduced the armor. Right, I made the ship lighter, and thus everything was made worse. Okay, so what happens if we bring it? Well, actually, then we start to gain some, we start to gain some tonnage off of that, and we may maybe increase the accuracy there a little bit, or rather, keep the pitch and roll problems under control. Hey, look, exactly on weight. Hey, and we actually increased the accuracy, or rather, decreased the pitch and the roll, which means the ship is more stable. So that actually does improve the design slightly. Right, that's a sensible refit. She's faster, and, well, she's overall a little bit more stable. I'd love to get more speed out of it, but unfortunately, we can't currently, but perhaps soon. Maybe some more weight-saving design choices in here. Okay, so that should be the Voltaire at 5. Or not. No, it's the Voltaire 3. Don't ask how that that makes no fucking sense whatsoever, but she did gain 2,000 horsepower. That, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so both of them. Game really kind of fucked up there. Okay, so finances. Yeah, the yards are basically at capacity, having to handle both of those refits. But that's fine. They're very good refits. They're actually being made better overall. And the other ships are still too far out to actually consider refitting anyway. Can you make a smaller, fast boat with one big gun? Unfortunately, I still have to... in order to use battleship calibers, I have to be a battleship. So I could make a cruiser with, like, large caliber cruiser guns, but I can't put battleship guns on a fucking cruiser because the game is retarded like that. We're running at a deficit, unfortunately. But it's all fine. We're going to war soon. Next turn. Let's get to some actual combat here, because we've been sitting here playing something less involved at— No! Something less involved than Hearts of Iron 4. Central African Republic of Central African Republic has been conquered by the German Empire. 13,000— Wow, shit. Ah! Our relations with the British Empire have improved. I want a riverboat, like a flak raft with a battleship gun. Oh, you mean a monitor, which is actually what that term is for. That's what in, well, contemporary for the age term became of the term monitor. Basically a small ship with a very large gun for shore bombardment. Okay, I don't think there's anything to do aside from piss off Spain more. Wow, they really hate America. Wow, like fuck. Hey, wait a minute, America going to war with Spain? Oh yeah! Right! Right, no, it's about that time for that. It's right. At a press conference, the journalists asked you a question about the new torpedoes that might soon be added into the Navy's arsenal. Your answer? I do not commit to rumors. Okay, the new torpedoes will not be available in the near future. We are completely satisfied with the old ones as long as we have peace. Indeed, we are willing to acquire these torpedoes as a possible countermeasure against the Germans! Specifically the Germans! Our battleships... Actually, I can't disclose what our battleships have and what they have to do with torpedo development. I didn't say fucking anything. No, all of my battleships aren't torpedo rams. No, actually researching torpedoes would not be an amazing idea to increase the damage. Fucking oxygen torpedoes out of a fucking torpedo ram battleship. That'd probably blow both ships up. Portugal would like to order... No. Can we get that new? Just no. Palestine gain control of Palestine that is currently occupied by the Ottoman Empire. Man, they're having some really bad problems over there. Man, the Ottoman Empire is really burning to the ground over there. Well, let's talk to the Americans again now that we're on our way to war with Spain. Hey, United States! I hear you really hate the Spanish. Good, the yards are slowly expanding. That 21 tons will be very, very well appreciated. Okay, the refits are good. The Languedoc and the Danton are 2 months out, but that's another 2 months for commissioning, so it's 4 months out. And then we have 2 months for refits, which is 6 months. They will likely not play it well. The Languedoc will likely play a role in the war if we need her called up. However, the other ships in the class will likely not be needed unless we want to go harass, Spanish shipping in the Orient, which we could do. Okay, Norway signed a special alliance with the Italian Empire. Portugal would like a torpedo boat, yes. Efforts to improve relations with the United States have failed. Wow, fuck! Alright, we can't really build anything more in the docks currently. Actually, no, we're at 40 tons. We fell back down to half. Okay, well, that's because these two completed. Fantastic. Okay, so 1 month until Languedoc and the Danton are up. The Glory is 8 months out. Okay, so if we were to attack the Spanish, well, they have Cuba. So I suppose that the Glory could play a role over there in Cuba. And there's one There's one colony over here that we may have to worry about. And then, of course, there is the holdings of Spain in the Pacific. We could get involved in a war on all fronts here. A world war, if you will. We will see. Though I don't think we'll be able to take much action in the Caribbean. However, let's just keep increasing tension and see what happens. At a press conference, journalists asked you a question about the foreign policy of Austro-Hungarian Empire's government? What is your answer? The Austro-Hungarian Empire has an adventurous policy that often conflicts with our own interests. They suck. The government is reasonable, contributing to the strengthening of relations between our countries. They have done nothing of the sort. You diplomatically redirect the question to the Foreign Policy Department. Dunking on Germany and Austria-Hungary. But what's the worst that could happen? It's like a free move. Admiral Bolton Cunningham's Chief Admiral Bolton Cunningham of the British Empire's efforts to improve relations with France have failed. Sorry, reading comprehension bad today. Okay? The Spanish hate us more. Well, I hate you more. I hate you more. Well, we're gonna try one more time with America before the diplomatic channels are just frozen. Okay, 2 months for commissioning. Improved turret gearbox. Turret traverse systems gain more efficient gearbox. Crew training doctrine. Wonderful. All right, the diplomatic channels are frozen. Spanish Empire gains control of the Dominican Republic. Ottoman Empire regains control of Tripolitania? Tripolitania? The Ottoman Empire lost 9 soldiers during the holding of Palestine. Wow, Palestine. It's like you want to be constantly ruled over by other people. Okay, Mark 1 13-inch guns. We're not using any of that caliber. Yep, just increase tensions. Yeah, I think they're holding Palestine, guys. I think the Ottoman Empire is holding Palestine. I think they've got that in the bag. Okay, meanwhile, what else can we do here? The Germans hate us. What a surprise. The Austro-Hungarians also hate us. Again, shocking. The Italians are kind of okay. The Chinese are somewhat lukewarm. Well, let's improve relations with the British. See what happens there. Still not mad about that unfortunate bottle of wine incident there. Bracketing salvo. Firing a series of test shots at a targeted ship progressively improves aiming. Good. Okay, good. More accuracy. Your efforts to improve relations with the British Empire have failed. Well, poo. Palestine is still being totally held totally fine. Piss off the Spanish more. Scharnhorst. Advanced Navy drills. 7,000 maximum crew command in a task force. Canada has signed a special alliance and trade agreement with France. Well, okay then. I guess Quebec wins today. Good. We can sell them more boats. And the Spanish hate us more. I'm basically just sending them letters of, just guess what, dick butt. Basically, that's what the ambassador's getting in his mail. Okay, so fleet. Let's see here. The Languedoc and the Danton are good, which means we can refit them. Okay, that is 19 knots. Refit ship. Okay, Languedon gets its refit, and so does the Danton. Okay, the Glory is 3 months, well, actually 5 months out from actually being in, and the Languedoc and the Danton are now up for refits. Fantastic. Baguette butt. Ass baguette. Government asks your opinions about submarines. Subro what? You believe they are extremely limited in their operational usefulness. Therefore, there's no need to invest more on submarine warfare. You believe that the submarine is a promising weapon that will revolutionize naval tactics. We must fund more of our submarine development projects. I'm totally not going to take the money and throw it all in the battleships. Enemy submarines could seriously threaten our merchant ships, so we should build more destroyers for defending our coasts. Actually, that does get us more money. Pisses off literally everyone, but gets us more money. Who gives a shit? More money. I'm totally not going to funnel all the money that I said I was going to put in for destroyers into more battleships, though. Get more silly letters to Spain. Okay. Natural oil resources have been discovered in the following provinces. Province of Gallica? Controller Austro-Hungarian Empire. Well, that's unfortunate. Portugal would like to buy Voltaire. No! No one will get Voltaires. They are mine. Okay, and such now we are on the eve of war here. We're going to increase our crew training budget here. Unfortunately, we're running into the red with that one, so we can only increase it so much. This is the refit of the Voltaires. They're quite expensive. So we're going to bring that down to basically as much as we get. Yes, 51%. Good enough. 1% over the line. Should have been doing that earlier, but we needed the money. See? I'm putting it into crew training for those destroyers that are totally happening. Technology, anti-submarine warfare and underwater acoustics. No one has any fucking submarines since 1893! Also, there's a special army operations. The Battle of Iraq, the Ottoman Empire, 5,000 soldiers. Iraq, 3,000 soldiers. Well, again, the Ottoman Empire, falling apart. Increased tensions! The men in the Navy are getting restless. They want to shoot something. Okay, the Glory is now commissioning. And once done, we will put her up to refits. White powder. Base accuracy. Shell cost 25%. Do we need to make another refit? Accuracy is incredibly important. They ignore the dick butt letters. I know they're piling. Oh, well, there's 1 month. Hang on here. No, I do not. I don't want to improve relations, thank you. I'm gonna try with the United States again, because they were kind of mad at that whole submarine debacle, but I might have to declare war on Spain in order to get away with this. Stereoscopic rangefinder. Actually incredibly useful. We're going to actually have to probably make... No, Canada would want... No. Hey! Actually, that somehow worked. Wow, the Ottoman is well, the Ottomans are losing Iraq, it seems. Okay, the Glory is ready. However, it looks as though I'm going to be making another refit real quick. Okay, so we're basing it off the 3. Okay, so the Voltaire 3. Or actually, no, refit right over here. Because now we have stereoscopic range finding, which gives us aiming speed. That gives us, it's less aiming speed, but it does give us 17% long gun range accuracy. Let's see here. Main tower cost, secondary cost, main secondary cost. That's long-range accuracy only. I mean, that's better than nothing. Gun aiming speed is incredibly slow, but is slowed down, but we're still getting a considerable bump in accuracy. but only for our main guns, sadly. Actually, no, it's long range, not long gun accuracy. It's long range at all, so every gun is improved. Okay, yeah, that. We will have this. We will also include the white powder. Which, what do you know, balances out the weight problem of putting that equipment on. How about that? Lovely. Okay, good. Fantastic. Everything balances out. Okay, that is the Voltaire 5s. Actually, hang on. We're gonna fix this naming scheme. Voltaire 5. A minor upgrade. Why am I running at 14,000 bits a sec? Jesus Christ, Twitch. Fortunately, we've been here for 2 hours, cracking jokes, and we haven't shot at a single ship. That will soon change. Why is that 4 again? Why? Well, we know if it's 14 and a half fucking knots, we know it's the boat. Or 19 and a half knots. What am I saying? 14. What? Well, actually, Voltaire in 1893. That's the current year, right? Yes. Okay, good. Well, look at that. This is... I don't know what's going on with this naming scheme here. They're confusing absolutely everyone with this shit. Okay, so what's the capacity of the yards currently? Plenty. Our budget is we might be able to get away with refitting the first 2 ships again, since they're likely to see the most action. $300,000 for 2 months. 600. Yeah, we've got enough money to do that. Yeah, no, we could also do the first 2. Right, good. And we'll get the other ones in line. Everybody gets upgraded to 1893 standard. Okay, finances. Actually, we could afford to do one more. I suppose the Glory, as it has just come off the line, we'll see its upgrade, because it needs to be upgraded at all. Okay, now we're in a deficit. Now we need to stop. We've got enough money to walk that off, but let's just cease there for a moment. Yes, the Hunley, which blew itself up. Well, sank while blowing something up. Minesweeping wife. Nobody has any submarines to put it, in mass combat. No, you're not getting any of those. Every year they ask, and every year I say no. Every year they ask me, can they have a Voltaire? And every year I say no. Increased tensions. Okay, so that is good. Still 1 month there. Fantastic. And good. The monthly balance is as improved. New riveting techniques. New mechanisms make fastening metal joints more effective. 1% hull weight, ship construction time 2.5%, and 3.5% ship flaws. Good, we need to fix some flaws in the Voltaires. Small towers. Good. Libya is once again declaring war on the Ottoman Empire. Okay, good. The fleet. Alright, good. Okay, now we upgrade the other ships to the current standard. The Languedoc and the Danton. And hopefully, they'll be ready for their first go-round when the war kicks off. Soon, as we are headed down there in relations. Very soon. Well, improve relations with with the English. They might be an ally during this war. They also hate Germany, too. What a surprise. Romania signs an agreement with the Russian Empire. Oh, wow, okay. Effects efforts for the Italian Empire to strengthen relations with France were successful. Good. Okay, German Empire's attack on Morocco caused a major disturbance in the following nations. -10 to France. You bastards! Morocco was neutral! We're not at war yet, but oh dear lord, we're gonna be at war soon. Okay, so one more for the other designs as well. Good. Good. Ottomans are actually holding their lines as their entire country falls apart around them. We are at -75% relations. We're racing the United States to the bottom there. They're slightly winning, but don't worry. I'm sure we'll start shooting first. We're closer. Chief Admiral Franz von Trapp of Austria-Hungary provoked France. You bastards. Well, at least the British are okay. Okay. The Ottomans somehow maintain... How do they keep doing this? How do they keep doing this? The Ottomans are losing thousands of men and they still somehow win these battles. How long can they keep this shit up? The world wants to know. Okay, so, good. Okay, all the Voltaires are up and operating. Good. The Languedoc is also light. What the hell's going on here? Wait, fuel storage, chance of fire. Oh, she's not overweight. Right, all the other ships came off the line overweight. The Glory is 5% overweight. Wow, Jesus goddamn Christ. They're all massively overweight, but the Languedoc was the only one that wasn't. Wow, okay, what an amazing shipbuilding industry we have here. Maybe we throw money at the problem, it'll fix itself. Soon. Okay, well, all of the ships are prepared. We are ready to go to war at any time. Simply ignored by France. Oh! Oh, now they're sending dick butt pictures back. These bastards! Massive amount of conscription. Okay, well, actually, we're at monthly bouts of 3 million. We can actually afford to increase crew training. Though we're gonna have to increase the transport budget in a bit. Okay, there's that. 77%. The eve of war is upon us, boys. The Voltaires are going to war. Finally, after 3 years. And numerous confusing upgrade marks. .3% overweight. Where did they summon the mass from? Did they just stick extra lead on the ship or something? No, it's all the drugs underneath the deck. 8-inch casement guns. I have no hulls that can utilize that. Neat, though. Okay. The Brits didn't take too kindly of our overtures, unfortunately. Increased tension. You see, we're beating them. We're getting down there. We're increasing faster than they are. They've been 97% forever. We're going to go down there and we're going to drive it over the line. We're actually going to start shooting. Somebody's hiding something, and it's very large. Elections in the nation France. The Center Party won again and retains control of the government. Well, thank God for that. Mexico signed a special alliance with United States. Okay. The Spanish are once again enraged by the dick butt pictures. They keep ignoring the mail, but we still keep fighting. We're using fake names. We're sliding them in. They just throw out mail being sent from France now, but we sent it under other names. They get there eventually. Okay, improve relations with the British Empire, as we might need them in the upcoming war. 5,000-ton heavy cruiser. Okay. Persia signed a special alliance and trade agreement with the Chinese Empire. Portugal would like torpedo boats. Yes, you may also help me in this war. The British just ignored us. Great. Portugal regains control of Portuguese Guinea. I would hope so. I'd hope so. It's in your name, goddammit. What happens if you lose control of it? Is it just Guinea then? Increased tensions. You see, they're stuck there. They're frozen at 97%. They're being indecisive. Now's the chance. Now's the chance to take the crown. Spanish government has set an ultimatum. It's time. Demanding to withdraw our fleet that is operating near their borders, claiming that it threatens their trade lines with neighboring countries. What, you mean like Portugal, who's on my side? The government requires your advice on how to reply. Tell them to go fuck themselves. This is an absolute disgrace. We should never accept this. If they want war, then so be it! Perhaps we should offer compensation. No! War! It begins. Capital Ship Towers 2. Well, unfortunately, a little late for that one. Now we're actually shooting things. Fantastic. All right, boys, put the ships to sea. First of all of these ships go out. We'll see how things go in the beginning. But we'll put the battleships on, well, at least these battleships on sea control. And we'll have everybody else on defensive measures. Things like convoy escort and, defending from attacks. These are the stock BBs that we were given at the start of the game, which have not seen any upgrades whatsoever. They're likely terrible. We're just going to auto-battle them if one of our ships isn't involved. We're only going to be fighting the battles of our 5 battleships. If they are involved, then we're actually fighting them. If they're not involved, we auto-battle and see what happens. Everything else is on defensive posture. And the 5 Voltaires go to sea. What happens now? I have absolutely no idea. We have prepared, though. We do have probably superior range-finding technology. We should be able to actually win a fight. We also aren't... 19.5 knots in 1894 is nothing to snuff at for, or nothing to scoff at for a battleship. Don't forget to put a hook on add crew. Oh, right. Oops. I forgot about that. Or rather, I never really learned what that meant. Don't you fucking freeze now. We're just going to war. There we go. British Empire is showing true interest to support us with all diplomatic means. Thank you! They would become a very helpful ally at those difficult moments. We should build up our relations more. Yes. New torpedoes. 1 submarine. Well, actually, submarine experiments. Spanish Empire has lost an assload of transport ship. I wonder why. We only lost 2. Ha 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 ha. No, you're not getting any. Well, actually, that's the other ships, but I need all the money now. Spanish Empire initiates a major offensive in the province of Equatorial Guinea against France at the province of Gabon. Okay, that's in the Orient. Chief Admiral Frederick Hausner's efforts of German Empire to strengthen the relationship with France were successful. Oh, well, the Germans are even coming around now that we've declared war on Spain. Okay, so let's see here. All right, add crew. Just refresh casualties. I honestly never perceived this button here. Because they will, during battles, they will take damage and they will lose crew. Okay. Up. Oh, okay, we're back. I don't know what's going on with the internet today, folks. I really don't. Good thing I didn't. Good thing I decided to do something that's not actually that intensive until the shooting starts. But we're at war now, and now any moment now, we're actually going to get a battle with one of our battleships, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, 500-ton torpedo boat, nickel steel armor. Interesting. Actually, weighs significantly less, too. 5 ships in the Caribbean? Well, the Glory is out there. What the fuck, guys? Major offensive in the province of southern Spain against France. They're invading France. They've gone over the line. They're crossing the border. Well, good. We're out there. We are out there sinking actually a lot of transports already. We have a lead. Actually, they have 5. Why do they have higher Why do they have higher victory points there? But, well, our battleships are out there. We'll eventually sneak up on them. Ah! Austro-Hungarian Empire observes so far the war, but seems to slowly mobilize its forces against us. That's concerning. Aha! Holy hell, that's a massive fleet. But the Voltaire heading a bunch of other smaller vessels. Good! A massive fleet battle will now ensue! Fantastic! Get in there! Good, so the Voltaire is leading a massive fleet against a very large fleet of cruisers, it appears. Probably should also increase the transport, the ticker there for transports. But good, now we get into the shooting. Finally! After 2 hours. See, unfortunately, there's a lot to do in the background that isn't shooting people and this kind of thing, but you want to be in a war every 5 fucking seconds. However, that's also bad because you can prepare for these wars and then totally shut them out if you're careful. I have no idea how this is going to go, though, but expect everything that isn't our boat to die horribly, because those are the stock ships. I have no idea how well they're going to go. We're looking specifically at the Voltaire and its performance, and she might actually do pretty good. Because, again, we have range-finding equipment and they don't, most likely. If the game ever loads. It can take quite a while with large amounts of ships. Any day now, video game. See, I want to like this game. However, unfortunately, it's really not running well after the last couple of updates for some bizarre reason. Now we get to the actual game, and the game is now having a fucking fit. Does your battleship have torps? Yes. All the Voltaires are torpedo rams. So we can actually torp shit at close range if we get close enough. I can, and fully intend, to drive my ship directly into the enemy formation and just watch what happens. She has, by my recollection, 6 torpedo tubes. 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and 4 on the sides. So we could just kind of just drive in there and launch torps and shit. You know, as soon as the game actually loads. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please hold. Just sit here and watch the loading screen. I actually have to go to the bathroom real quick here. I'll get some water. Tell me when it's actually ready to go. I'm back and it's still going. That's a concern. The game doesn't run terrible. It's just that we seem to have a problem with loading screens rather abruptly. Well, I hope it saved that turn when we get back in. Hold on. Hang on, let me restart the game and see if that'll actually load into the battle then. That's rather unfortunate. Perhaps I should lower all the settings down. Again, just to make the game easier to load, because it seems to have a problem with that. Terrified of what you have created. Yes, something like that. It must be. Good! It saved right here. Okay, so I lowered all the settings down to low, so it might look a little bad, but it might be able to actually load this time. Hey, look, it's actually loading! Wow! Yeah, what the fuck? 10 light cruisers versus... Actually, well, actually, most of them are torpedo boats. That's a significant enemy force there against, well, light heavy ships, but lots of supporting ships. So the numbers are equal. The tonnage, however, is not. But go to hell, we can totally win this. Southeast. Okay, so, southeast. That way. And we'll be commanding from the deck of the Voltaire. We also speed this up because we can't actually see anybody. So first off, obviously, we have to close with the enemy fleet that we have somehow spotted. And hopefully they actually engage with us. Because sometimes the AI will infinitely run away, which is kind of annoying. Now that the game has slowed down, we now know that the enemy has found us. Also, wow, that smoke distortion effect is kind of ugly looking. Spotted! Alright. I'd like to actually bring her down to flank speed, or actually to cruising speed, please. Hello, there we go. Odd. Alright, so that highlighted was our cruising speed, where we get an accuracy bonus for sitting at it. Okay. The hordes of torpedo boats are behind us, and we're gonna send them in first as a screen. Enemies more easterly now, so we're going to turn into them. Actually, they're all over the fucking place. Alright. Well, okay then, fine. We're gonna keep sailing forward, but we're gonna be able to, we're gonna make ready to turn to port. It looks like, they're going, they're going starboard, huh? Okay, so we'll get closer. They're all cruisers, so take your fucking pick, boys. Ah, a hit! Aha! Okay, we're gonna keep it at this range. Ha ha! Took a hit there. The bow's on fire, but we sank one. Get wrecked, fuckers! The other ships are moving to engage like that torpedo boat. That's getting really close. However, we're so awesome, we're drawing all the fire. Let's choose a target here. Actually, we're already hitting that guy. You, sir! You're being shot to shit! Do something and get out of there! Oh no, his ass is flooding. Actually, he's a... What? What? Ah! Oh, dear lord! Meanwhile, wrecking that guy... Ah! Well, the thing about torpedo boats is we have about 1 million of them. Yeah, so you guys just... actually go do something intelligent while I sail around this one boat and kill everything. As you can see, we're having no trouble hitting them with all of our amazing fucking secondary fire. Once again, the wonders of accuracy. Also, it looks like, yeah, we're losing a whole shitload of torpedo boats. That was kind of to be expected. How's the hotel faring? She's got a kill count! We'll see after the... Yeah, well, there goes another one. The hotel so far is doing extremely well. She's taken minor damage, but it's superfluous damage to mostly the superstructure. We have lost nothing but torpedo boats. Once again, oh! Well, we set off one of their torpedo launchers. Oh no! Oh no, he's absorbing the fire for us. You brave, brave fools! No! It didn't even have a name, it was just number 5. Vengeance! And thus the crew of the Voltaire was thrown into a murderous frenzy. Were we fighting against the Spanish? Kind of expected that. I gave that to the AI. That man is dead. I gave that control of those divisions to the AI, hoping they would do something important, but unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of torpedo boats today. However, actually everything. Everything but the the cruisers and the Voltaire is still afloat. Or rather, everything but us is now sunk. We lost all of the torpedo boats. I kinda saw that one coming, though. We'll have vengeance for the torpedo boats, though. We're unfortunately going to have to make a new giant stack of them. However, those are fairly easy to manufacture. Okay, we're gonna get online to torpedo. This guy. We're gonna fuck this guy. Our cruisers are taking damage. However, their torpedoes are also going... Wow, they seem to have a weakness with that. He's fucked. Yep. And as soon as I say that, he is dead. Ah, okay. They have torpedoes, but so do we! It was a dud! No, fuck you. One's still alive. I didn't get to launch my torpedoes, but... It was a dud! You incompetent fucks! They are dead! Unfortunately, it was at the loss of all of the torpedo boats, but honestly, I probably should have had the torpedo boats just stand in the back. I probably just should have sent them away. We didn't need them. 13,000 victory points. The only thing we lost were torpedo boats. Okay, so who killed what? Okay, so... Damage dealt. 20,000 damage. Damage received. Fires received. Remaining crew. Losses less than 1%. Aha. I can't see who sunk what, but I know we've got the vast majority of those kills. As you can see, where is our... Huh. What do you mean, Portugal? What? Wait, they didn't do any damage? Wait, no. What? Why are those labeled? Those are my cruisers. Huh? They get a lot of VP for killing torpedo boats. Yes, and we've noticed that torpedo rushing them did not seem to help. However, the Voltaire was incredibly good at mopping up house. To the point where, yeah, no. Evidently, our cruisers did effectively no damage. The Voltaire itself did all of the damage. Very strange. They did get a lot of victory points for sinking torpedo boats, but we've got almost 14,000 fucking victory points! Now we know, yeah, torpedo boats, I don't think we're gonna be using those. Didn't you sell them a bunch? I sold Portugal some. Oh, right, Portugal! Right! No, those are allied! Okay. They didn't do anything! No. We are just getting started. One fucking fight, they lose 10 cruisers and they want to sign No. We are just getting started, motherfucker. Light damage. Yeah, I bet. Alright. So unfortunately, our torpedo... Yeah, we lost effectively all of our torpedo boats. That was all of the torpedo boats we have, period. Everything else is stationed... That was all the torpedo boats we had stationed in the Atlantic! We don't need them, clearly. The Voltaire needs 1 month for repairs, but... The Vetterie is still out there. It's just the same boat! That's the life of pre-World War II. Losing 10 cruisers is kind of a big deal. Yes, to a single ship. See, I told you my ships were amazing. The most beautiful ships that were ever put to sea. The pride of France. Enshrined in steel and gunpowder. There will be no fucking peace treaty. I have launched this war purely for my own entertainment, and we're profiting from... Yeah, just put that shit up there. It's all up. All in. Also, the yards the yards can be expanded again. Good. Fantastic. Expand them more. Fantastic. Well, you see, British Empire. Did you see that? Did you see that? Wasn't that fucking neat? To think, Portugal and Canada wanted to buy this boat, and I said fucking no. No one's getting this boat! Can't spell Spain without pain. Well, let's see what happens next turn. Did you declare war or Spain did? Spain issued an insulting ultimatum to pull my ships back from its terrestrial waters, and I said, fuck that, war now. Common pointed capped has an extra soft cap on the nose, which helps to penetrate further into a steel plate before detonating. A CPC shell has a higher penetrating power than typical HE, but carries a slightly lighter bursting charge. We don't need that shit. Wow, okay, they didn't think that was cool. Well, I'll do it again, then. I'll do it again! What about the United States? Didn't they think that was cool? I sank 10 fucking cruisers in a single fight. Who cares about the torpedo boats? They were obsolete. Shame about number 5, though, that blocked all those shots. Reinforced bulkheads! Well, we've got some after-war refits to look for. Wow, they're actually losing a shit ton of stuff. No! No one is ever getting these boats. Once again, the pride of France. And apparently the United States is very worried about us. So worried that they're not actually opening diplomatic channels. Well, so be it then. We're losing transports, however, they're losing more. You want a torpedo boat? Sure. The people of Ukraine take up arms and try to gain control of Crimea that is currently occupied by Russian... What year is it? A little bit too on the nose there, game. little bit too close to home there, game. Little bit too close. They're gaining victory points slowly, but we've still got a massive lead on them. Light boilers! Hey! Good, the Voltaires have a large list of post-war upgrades. Advanced hydraulic turrets! Lovely. Look at all of this amazing technology. All it took was one good war. It's usually how it happens. All it took was one just very good war. Hey! I object to this, says the Minister of the Navy. After Chief Admiral Sesimundo Barreda's intervention, Spanish Empire and French signed a peace treaty. It better be a good fucking peace treaty. I can get their ships, but I don't want their fucking ships. Give me the colonies. Western Sahara, Guantanamo Bay! We have $80 million worth of stuff to buy here. Guam! Love that lovely Guam. They won't... Well, I'm gonna take as many fucking colonies as I can get my hands on. Okay, so let's see here. We can get Guam, the Marianas, and Guantanamo. And that's it. Can I get any of the other expensive ones? No. The Western Sahara would be probably... Well, who wants the fucking desert, guys? The whole of Cuba is $300,000... Motherfucker, I will start a war again. Good. Though, we got something. I suppose we could spend the extra stuff on ships to break them down. I'm gonna take all of your fucking battleships. Why? Because I'm a meanie. You are no longer... Actually, they don't have any! Wow. Okay, then, well, give me all of your fucking cruisers, then. Or, well, I suppose I could take all of your torpedo boats as well, in order to recoup mine. They sank 6 torpedo boats. I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, all of them. They sank 6. I took 25 of them. Okay, so cruiser lights, and I will take any cruiser armors that I see. I will take all of the heavy cruisers you have and anything else I can get away with. I will probably keep them or break them down. I haven't decided yet. Miguel de Cervantes. I will take the Don Quixote boat, thank you. That's the mad Spaniard over there. I'm keeping that one. That's a trophy. Great trade. Lovely war. Let's do it again next year. Canada would like to order light cruisers. Sure! The war's over. I have to actually tune down the naval budget, though. It was a lovely war. Unfortunately, we lost all those torpedo boats, but I got 4 times as many back in the peace accords. In one battle. Yep, one decisive battle. It's lovely. It's a lovely war. Unfortunately, I think our tensions go back to 0. I'm gonna do it again. Fuck you. That war was your fault. I don't want to just go to war again to take more of your colonies. Okay, so now we can refit the Voltaires with all of that new amazing technology that we picked up, and wow, we just doubled the size of our fleet. However, yeah, the upkeep costs are gonna be kind of detrimental here. We actually have to tone this shit down. It's no longer wartime, so we no longer have to keep this as high as it is. However, that's still a lot. Okay, crew trading as well. We can probably dial that down to about 51% as it was pre-war. That brings us down to 4,000. Actually, bring that to 0. Now we need to get rid of 6 million francs worth of problems. We also need to make room for the upgrades to the Voltaires, as they have proven their worth spectacularly. So, we kind of need to get rid of some of these boats. I'm keeping Cervantes, though. So I think we can actually probably, let's see here. Did they say how much they're costing us? I could probably break all of these down here. Wait, that... Oh, dear lord. Oh, dear lord, these ships are terrible. No, well, actually, those are pretty okay. That one shockingly does not have any defects, but oh dear lord, look at that list of defects! That one wasn't even finished yet! Dear God, scrap that shit on the berth! Okay, anything that actually has massive defects, we're just throwing in the garbage. Good God! Look at these fucking massive defects. I thought my ships were bad. No, they're actually pretty okay compared to this shit. Good lord, no wonder they lost. Yeah, I shouldn't. Okay. Even their cruiser armors are terrible. That's pretty okay. Shockingly, this heavy cruiser and Cervantes are actually completely free of defects. That's actually kind of amazing. Bring them all in being, as we don't need them no more. Good lord. Okay, well, we freed up some money here, and now all we got is overweight ships, but that's not new. Bring them in being, because we don't need them to deploy no more. Scrap the worst and upgrade what can be saved? That's exactly what I set out to do there, because those, oh dear God, those ships were awful. Okay, so we can also bring in all of our ships to in being now that we are in peacetime. The Voltaires, well, they evidently sunk a lot of transports. I'm not exactly sure who got all of those transports, but we did knock out a bunch of shipping. However, the Voltaire herself, the lead ship of her class, sailed valiantly into battle and absolutely wrecked everyone. It was glorious. However, we don't need to have our ships actually out there, which will also cut down on our budget as well. We are no longer in war posture. We are just standing down. At ease, men. Very good war. Sorry about the torpedo boats. That'll just kind of affect my doctrine. I don't think I'm really going to be using those for anything other than, like, convoy escorts, and i.e. not fighting with them. They can be heroic, but ours are clearly not that great. Besides, the battleships are supposed to be doing the heavy lifting anyway, and they did so. Okay, so. What is our constraints now? Actually, still negative 5,000. Well, let's give it a turn and see what happens. Or negative 5 million. Let's give it a turn and see what happens. Because I would have got 1 million. Good. We'll see how that balances out. Okay, natural oil resources have been discovered in the following provinces. Province Southern England, they found oil in Southern England. Interesting. In a foreign press conference, you have been severely criticized by the German Empire's Admiral of the Navy. What is your reaction? He should win more fucking wars if he wants to talk. Okay, you advise him to criticize himself and his poor navy. Wrecked. Win more wars, then you can talk at the big boys table. How about you sink 10 fucking cruisers with a single battleship? Advanced towers 2. Interesting. 16-inch, 460. We could put those in the torpedo. Not that we actually got them off, though. We also have additional hull upgrades as well. Standard firing drill. Lovely. The Kier Canal is now accessible. Okay. The Spanish hate us, but joke's on them. Wait a minute. So about those colonies. Why, yes! Thank you, Japan! Why, yes, I will immediately follow my ally, my bestest buddy, into a war with my most hated enemy that I just beat the snot out of. Get the fuck back out there, boys! We've got more colonies to grab! I was gonna upgrade the fleet, but I guess not. Okay, in being, and I guess those ships will do whatever. But, okay, so, yes, sea control. Get the fuck back out there! Okay, the budget has increased to 37 million again. How about that? Lovely! Okay, I guess we could just increase the true training budget back up there, and then everything goes back up to war status. Okay, I have to click all of these things. It'd be lovely if I could... Can I just... Ah, yes. Will that select all of them, though? Oh, thank God it does. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to have to sit there clicking every single one. Defend. The battleships go out on offensive maneuvers, and, well, actually, yeah, the battleships are out there trying to kill people, and everybody else is defending the convoys and the homeland. Here we go again! The British Empire is really admiring the power of our nation and wishes to become our ally. What is your opinion? ADMIRAL in French. Yes! Why not? Let's all dogpile the Spanish. Look at the Ottomans next week. They're all falling apart over there. They're all falling apart down there. Think of the land we could grab. Lovely. Holy shit! 1. I lost 1. No! No! It's a major offensive in the province of Gabon against the Spanish Empire at the province of Equatorial Guinea. We're trying to take over Guinea again. Yep, here we go again. See if we can actually take territory. You can actually eat up territory. I never stopped the fucking war. The press in various countries is fully supporting our war efforts. Good! Lovely! Smoke composition. A new chemical substance increases the duration of smokescreen generation. Oh, okay. Holy Jesus, look at those casualties! Portugal would like to order a heavy cruiser. Sure. Canada would also like one. Good. France initiates a major offensive from the province of southern France against the Spanish Empire at the province of southern Spain. Good. Uh-oh. Well, give them about 100 years. They'll get that back. Everyone now seeing the massive power, the frightening power of the Voltaires, everyone's on our side because we're just the coolest fuckers. Yeah, those are ours. Those transport kills are us. That's how we're getting so much VP out of the gate. We haven't even fired a shot. Oh, dear Lord. France blockades the Spanish Empire, strangled to death. Torpedo protection, lovely. What amazingly triumphant music. However, apparently the rights are actually the rights for this music are apparently not exactly sound, and so they recommend you mute the game. But nah, fuck that. Really admiring our power nation. Well, and the Italians want to join this amazing alliance as well. Fantastic. It's great. Look at us building to get. We're like the three amigos here, and Japan. Admiral Lin Shichang of China, of the Chinese Empire, provoked France directly. Sir, are you? I'm coming over there next week. Remember, Italy never ends their wars on the side they start them on. Noted. However, the Voltaires also, we have a Voltaire watching the Mediterranean specifically for this reason. Okay, our power projection I think is crept over one. Yeah, it is over 1 million. It is 1 million. Oh well, now it's gone down again. But there goes all of those transports, and up goes our fee. I don't even have to shoot at them. You want more heavy cruisers? Fine, get out there. Portugal regains control of Mozambique. Are we gonna have a battle this war? Are there any fucking ships left to do it? Ah! They have collapsed. New technology in big guns. Mark II 9-inch guns. Yes, Spain has collapsed. Defensive minefields. Oh dear Lord in heaven. The Spanish Empire has dissolved due to economic collapse. Iberia has fallen. Southern Spain changes hands while it was attacked from many sides. The offensive had to stop. We lost 70,000 men? Wow, army, what the fuck, guys? Wow, we were not winning the land war there. Too bad we didn't need to. People of Egypt take up arms to, once again, beat up the Ottomans. Sweden cancels alliance with the Spanish Empire due to recent negative events that have affected their relations. Ottoman Empire also cancels the alliance. British Empire failed to gain control of Nicaragua. Out of nowhere. We were not winning the land war there. However, now Spain has fallen into anarchy. We'll see how this works out here, because now we can actually support land grabs if we actually get the ability. But well, all we had to do was sit here and shoot at a bunch of transports, and we got even more war out of this. But damn, I wanted more colonies. But we may be able to take Iberia during all of this, or rather, we may just get every fucking colony they had. Period, depending on what happens. Because they start rebellions, and they may support us, and if they support us, we send ships over there to support them. If they win, we get ownership of that colony. They've lost the Philippines too. They've lost everything. However, this means that we have to have specific tonnage in an area to do this, which is rather sad. But, well, there goes the war. I didn't even have to do anything. They fell over dead by themselves. Okay, well, now we can actually have those upgrades to the Voltaires, since, well, everybody's back, everyone's back home now. I'll leave them, I will actually leave them where they are for a little bit here, just in case another war suddenly breaks out. You know, it seems quite common. But let's get a refit here. Oh, right, they have to be in port. I actually have to call them back into port. We'll leave everybody on defense just in case. Okay, I guess I have to wait for them. I actually have to wait next turn. Huh? Oh no. Everything was going so fine until it fucking wasn't? Interesting. No, you're not getting those. Chief Admiral Bolton Cunningham of the British Empire influences government to terminate the alliance with France. I'm sorry, what? People of the Spanish Empire take up arms and try to gain control of northern Spain that is currently occupied by ungoverned territory while they're trying to reform. How about that? We'll see how they manage. They've fallen into complete fucking anarchy. Okay, so ship design. No ships available for refit. What do you mean? Well, hang on. Let's go to new design. Actually, no, that's because they are already that ship. Duh. Okay, so we still haven't gotten any more tonnage out of this design. So I suppose if we want to make the ships even better, we actually just have to get a straight up new hull. But there is, well, actually refits. Okay, so what happens if we make this out of nickel? Way overweight. However, we do get plus 43 to the armor. Compounds 38. That's actually that's almost 100% better armor. However, weight. We'll leave that for the next design. Now, what about, okay, induced. We didn't get lightweight. I guess that was just a passive bonus for the boilers. And nope, we didn't get any more steam engines as well. Anti-torp protection, we have some basic. That puts her overweight, though. We'll see what we can do here. Bulkhead reinforced bulkheads. Also, more overweight. Okay, we have hydraulic turrets as well. Very heavy. I think we're going to have to cut down on the armor. Standard torp propulsion. Fast torpedoes. Actually, no. Our torpedo range is still awful. So I don't think we should probably... I don't think we should... I don't think that's a good idea. We'll leave it at standard there. We're gonna have 16-inch torpedoes, though. Okay, leave it at standard. Okay, what about the towers? Okay, front tower 5. Actually, we have front tower 6. We may have to redo the... Oh, good lord. I forgot about all those guns. We should probably get rid of those first, but Can we even fit this on the deck? This might be a little bit too big for the ship. Also, apparently our bad pitch and roll did not seem to stop our accuracy at close range, which is just fantastic. Okay, can we fit this on the deck? Oh, we can. Good. Okay, to set. Does that really affect? Yes, it does. Back here. Okay, that's tower. That gives us slightly higher base accuracy and aiming speed. Long range accuracy, another % there. Damage control increase. It just a nice bump in overall stats to the entire everything, which is good. Okay, we didn't need to do that. Okay, that didn't actually save. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's still everything else, right? I don't think I reversed it. Well, actually, enhanced, of course. I think we could probably get away with this by dramatically shortening it. It actually undid everything. Duh. That's great. Reinforced bulkheads at least stayed. Yeah, so I think now what we probably want to do is we want to cut down the armor now. Now, in order to get all of this stuff in, we might want to do that. Because I think if we can shave off 400 fucking tons, we might be able to actually, get even better upgrades here. Because also, the main guns have been upgraded. They're actually a different turret now. Interesting. Okay, then. Okay, casement guns. Can we cram any? No, we don't have any more. These ships are doing their part just lovely. Just wonderful. Now, we just have to make sure they're actually able to get out of port. Okay, so let's go with armor cost, armor strength, nickel compound armor, which is even better. So, actually, it's actually lighter than compound armor. So that's actually better than compound, and it's also lighter overall. We just need to cut down the actual thickness of everything. So that's almost 50%, more effective armor per weight. So actually, we could probably bring the belt armor down to its absolute minimum. Because I could bring this down to, like, 2 inches, and it's still the same thickness we had, with really no problems. It's plus 43. And remember, with boilerplate, it's not 0, it's negative 25. So it's 25 to get it back up to 0, and then plus 43 on top of that. So that's actually like 60%. So we can actually slim down the armor significantly, basically everywhere. And that might actually be necessary now, because I now have upgrades. Unfortunately, it looks like, we're still kind of light. Actually, no. Bring down the conning tower. That's 15. It doesn't need to be that high anymore. Actually, I could probably bring this down to its minimum, because it's probably going to stop me around 10. Or 9. Okay, it's decreasing the accuracy dramatically, which is kind of unfortunate. So yeah, we can bring this down to a ½ inch of armor, because that's how effective it all is. Ah, we're underway. Good. That's all it really needed. Actually, the deck armor was actually something, I suppose, necessary, but I kind of want to balance this out here. Well, 1-7, and then I suppose add a little bit more armor to the conning tower back, because we kind of took it all. Good. How much would scrapping the torp tubes give you? Well, it would be... Actually, those are 24 tons each. So actually, 4 of them... Getting rid of the midline would actually be 100 tons. It's like 150 tons. Which is significant. But come on, man. Torpedo ram battleship. What about the turret armor? There is also the turret armor as well. So I could take off the torpedo... Well, actually, let's see about that. Well, hang on. Actually, what the hell? Was that never in? Excuse me. Was that never properly installed? Were we sitting here with dead weight? I certainly hope not. But I could get rid of the torpedoes, and then proceed to bump the armor back up a bit, considering that we have lots of space for it. So bring it back up to... well, not that much. Okay, let's see if we can... the belt armor doesn't seem to matter that much. Bring that back up to 2 inches. And bring the conning tower back up, considering that we took a lot off that. I'd rather not have the captain drop fucking dead if he's hit. However, again, this armor is like 60% more effective overall per inch. Okay, let's bring that up to 11 inches. And then see how much belt armor. Done. Okay, well, hang on here. No, that's just too thick. Although, we could, again... okay, nope. Too heavy. Okay, the conning tower actually is the... well, actually, it's just... it is literally just the bridge armor. Ah, exactly. But I didn't touch any of the guns. So actually, we could reduce this to 6, and it's just as effective. So I can actually cut down some of the 9-inch gun armor, because it's now, like, straight up double the effectiveness. Or, well, 50% more, 60% more effective per weight. So I can actually drop that down to, like, 6 inches, and it's fine. I'm going to increase... yeah, it's not really all that much. Okay. How's that fast? How fast is the turn speed anyway? Might not even need to upgrade with the sizes you've got right now. I don't actually know. What is the turn? Okay. Okay. Target signature. What is the traverse speed? Watch towers, maneuverability, detection, weapons. Rotation speed 5 degrees, almost 6 degrees a second. It's pretty good. Now what about the lighter turrets? That's actually over 6 degrees a second. What about the lightest guns I have? That's 8 degrees. So actually, they're roughly almost within 2 seconds of each other, effectively. So all of the guns are rotating basically just as fast. So that's fairly good for well, the purposes of that, I guess. Well, I guess we'll add a little bit of superstructure armor for the boys. A little bit. Some armor's better than none, right? And I suppose that's about it. I mean, the armor is 50% more effective, so... or 60% more effective, so we're not really losing that much even if I lower the numbers down to minimum. So we should be perfectly fine, or rather see no negative side effects. However, what I could do is I could increase the speed more, too. Okay, how much would it be to bring this up to 20 knots? Oh, good lord. Good lord, going from... what the hell? Look at that fucking jump! Okay, well, I guess we have to wait a little bit to get to 20 knots, because apparently it's absolutely murderous. Look at that. Look at that. 19.8 to 19.9. What the fuck?